Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to wherever you guys are in the world watching this. This is West Coast Scotland, sea kayaking. On a lovely, lovely early April 2025. I am going for a fantastic adventure. Do you know what? I don't know how good it's going to be, but I know somebody who does. Let's ask James, because James is just back from the adventure. James, how was it? Amazing adventure, amazing adventure. James has just passed over to me to let you guys know how much of an adventure this was. This was fantastic. It wasn't so much of an island, but it was remote coastland with a killer sunset. It was fantastic. Great food last night. Remoteness, solitude, relaxing. It was fantastic. I'll hand you back over to James. James, over to you, mate. Well, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will. So, it sounds like it's been a great adventure, and I'm just starting on it just now. So I've got about 6 kilometres to paddle. But before that, I drove from Stirling up to this point here. Names, grid references, details, etc. Down below. And I've just caught the tide. It is almost, just let me check. Okay, so we're about almost low tide. So it's still falling. And it's absolutely glorious. Glorious. Maximum 10 mph winds, easing to about 5 or 6 overnight, with about 6 mph winds tomorrow. I tell you what, it is nothing short of stunning. Wow. Okay, so I've got a couple of new bits of kit. I'll show you them at the campsite. One's a bit of a water container. So I'm just trialling out a water container. So I'll show you the campsite, see what you think, you can give me some feedback. Glorious. The wind assist behind me is fantastic. I'm rattling along here, rattling. It's a glorious night. The other thing about tonight, folks, is, as you know, you may not know, in the UK the clocks have sprung forward. So it's now no longer pitch black at 5 or 6 o'clock at night. I've got a lot more light left up until maybe about, who knows, maybe 8 o'clock tonight. So although I set off quite late in the day, and it's just 3 minutes past 4 just now, I've got a good 4 hours of light left, which is fantastic. Weather's great. I'm so looking forward to this, And it's fantastic. Wow. It is such a welcome treat. Just been out here, me, myself and I, on a fantastic sea. Wait to see the campsite. I haven't been...
This is Stornoway Coast Guard for the Maritime Safety Information broadcast. Listen now on VHF channel 64. Channel 64.
There you go, 64 for the marine weather forecast. But I checked it just before I left the car, literally. And it's going to be glorious. If some of you are wondering what this is, I've got a VHF radio. It's part of my layering of safety gear that I've got with me. I keep forgetting, because we're on the sea, the lens gets a bit of a film of salt on it. I just need to keep wiping it. So I reckon we've got, I've just checked the map, I reckon we've got about 800 metres or so to hit, or to get to the beach. And we're almost at low tide. I've seen my first seal. Just fantastic. So this could be part of the Glen Shiel circuit, or the Loch Shiel circuit, or the Shiel circuit. So it's paddling from Glenfinnan down Loch Shiel onto the river, into the sea. You could paddle all the way round to where I've dropped the car off, but it depends on the sea states and the winds, etc. We needed it in the canoes the last time. I think it was a little bit windy, it was a little bit too much, possibly, just for the group in the canoes. It was just a little bit blowy, so we cut it short, which was fine. Oh my lordy lord. I've just had the first sight of the campsite. Amazing! Amazing! I've actually got goosebumps all over my body, even my big toe. I don't know if you've noticed, but the wind's changed. I've got a bit of a headwind, but that's okay. I've got about maybe 50 metres before I hit the beach. Okay, well, good evening from Smirisary Beach. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not going to say that word again. Cheers everybody. Okay, so let me just get this sorted. I'm on a little outlet of sand dunes, grass, rocks on the west coast of Moidart at a place called Smirisary. Definitely not going to say that word again. Anyway, I'll put information of exactly where I am just now, but just listen, I've done some video, drone work, etc. How gorgeous is it? Let me just show you around. So there's my tent, my bed, my room with a view for tonight. Still a bit of a dog's dinner, but I'm sorting it out. I've kind of positioned it so I can look out to the views in the morning. How spectacular is that going to be? Breakfast with a view. I can't wait already. I'm here in my own. It's gorgeous. Do you know what? I'm going to put the drone up again. Let's check out some more drone work. The temperature's probably around 15 degrees just now, and it's 6 o'clock on the nose. The sun's got at least 2 hours more to set, I think. Nothing short of glorious. Wow. Do you know something I was thinking about an hour or so ago? I am so lucky I get to do things like this. I am so fortunate, and I just need to pinch myself and remind myself about that. I'm just fortunate and blessed that I can do things like this, and I love it. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So over there are the small isles, what they're called the small isles, and we've got rum, muck and egg. The coolings are over that way, Skye, and I actually think way in the distance we can actually see South Uist maybe. Amazing, amazing, so lucky. Yes, as well as being lucky, I've got people to thank for that. So first of all, Karen, thank you very much for, you know, allowing me to buy all this gear and go on my jolly holidays and weekends and nights away. Thank you, Karen. I just can't do it without your help, so thank you very much. And there's other family members that are pivotal to all of this too, so thank you, those family members. And then to you guys, the people that are watching this, thanks very much for watching it. If you are watching it, and if this floats your boat, boom boom, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like this. Frank, you watching this? So if you're watching this, Frank, thanks very much for all your comments, your support, you're fired up about this, and I love it. I love the fact that you're fired up, I'm fired up, we're kind of two peas in a pod, so thank you very much, Frank. Awesome. We will meet one day, we will meet one day. Yeah, so listen, I'm going to have I'm just relaxing. I've got time, so I'm going to relax. I'm going to start getting dinner ready. This is what's for dinner tonight. We buy Gusto meals, so Monday to Friday we generally have a Gusto meal, and it's easy, convenient, etc, etc. Now because it's Friday, Karen's away doing Karen stuff. I think she's having pizza tonight. Well, I'm having this Gusto meal. So I think it's quite simple. So it's beef mince, veggie stew with mash. You've got what it looks like on the left. It ain't going to look like that tonight. And then you've got the ingredients there on the right, and you've got the instructions on the back of the card on how to make it. So what we've got is we've got potatoes, parsnip, carrot, all the condiments, mince, and I'm just adding this diced pancetta because it was in the fridge just to sort of bulk it up. That's what's for dinner tonight. My Gusto meal that was for Friday night, beef mince and veggie stew with mash. That's what it looks like in the picture. Let's see how we get on with it. Right, the first thing that I need to do is I'm just going to give these a bit of a whoops. Let's just gloss over that. And again, don't worry guys, anything that I drop, I will pick it up. Okay. So I've got some pots down here. And just all those eyes, I'll take them out. So this is going to be 3 potatoes for me for the mash. Okay, they look pretty good. Right, the last time I was chopping something up, Frank, I don't think you were all that sort of enamoured, because I was chopping it on a rock, wasn't I? But anyway, I did buy a chopping board, Frank, and I forgot it. Anyway, I'm using this plate. I think that's going to be a little bit better. Anyway, potatoes all chopped up. Boom, into the pot. I need to put some more fuel into my meth burner. Okay, now the meth burner goes into the stove. Potatoes on. Boom, beer time. I reckon they're about 80%. I'll need to give them a few more minutes, I think. Right, whilst the potatoes are doing their thing, this is parsnip, this is carrot, there's my peeler. There we go. That's the carrot done. Parsnips and the carrot go from that to this. How are the taters doing? The taters. Right, okay, so they're good. They're about 95% done. So I'm just going to pop them in there. Keep them warm. Now for the next phase. So let's get the pot on, put some oil in there. Yum yum. Oh, did you hear that? How does that look? It never looked sort of appetising just now. I'm absolutely famished. Right, we're not going to mince about. I quite enjoy this malarkey, this sort of cooking up. I do have other rations, so I do have other food that I could easily boil a pot of water. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go in and get it. I'm going to show you what I've got. Hold on just now. Okay, so by way of just showing you what extra food that I've got in my like emergency food, I've got these meals here. So I've got that. If I had to use it, I would use it, which they're really good. And I've also got this porridge. So they're fantastic, like emergency food that I take with me on the off chance that the weather goes really bad and I can't cook like this, or I'm stranded and I need to sort of spend another night. Oh, that would be great. I'm going to add this stuff here and let all those guys have a bit of a party in the pot. Dry sage. There's the dry sage. And as for the flour, well, I've had to bring some flour with me, so this is all part of the planning. And this is like a thickening agent, and it's a tablespoon. How much is a tablespoon? About that much. I'll tell you something, you can't, the smell with that sage is absolutely wow. I've got to add these three things in: tomato paste, beef stock, and soy sauce with some boiling water. The tomato paste, I beg your pardon. Yum yum. Here's the soy sauce. I love soy sauce, by the way. Now for the boiled water, I don't have any boiled water, so I'm going to have to just add in this malarkey. Yum, 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 yum. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but there's geese over there having a bit of a bun fight. So I'm waiting on my food, and I've got my taters over here keeping warm, and that's got to cook for another 15 minutes. So the time is 7:10. How's that? How's that for a view whilst I'm having dinner? Look at me, I've got my glasses on my glasses. Love it. How good does that look now? Tell me that doesn't look good. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? So it's a gusto meal. I'm out camping. That's what it's meant to look like. And that's what I've got it looking like. That's not bad. Come on, guys. Wow, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay. That's getting smashed. Tell me what you think of that, guys. Is that looking good? It looks good to me. That's dinner tonight. So this is my view for dinner tonight. So dinner tonight is all that in there. Watching this. Love it. I didn't think I was going to get the place to myself. There's two sea kayakers coming out just now. Now they might be coming out just to sort of grab the sun going down, but I doubt it. If they're coming out at this time of night, 7:30, they're going to be camping. Wow, I'm stuffed. That was so good, so good. I really needed that. I've got nice snacks. And look at this beach. Look at that sunset. How gorgeous. How lucky am I? Just look at that water. Can you see that water? Okay, so that's the sun going down. Obviously. This is something special. I am so lucky. It's almost gone behind the islands. There she goes. Look at that. So I'm having a fantastic time. The other two kayakers are staying tonight, which is fantastic, great stuff. I knew it was going to be a popular or busy spot. So I'm just going to enjoy myself, watch the rest of the sun and the light disappearing, have another beer, head off to bed. There's a fire, by the way. I might have a fire. I've got some wood to have a fire. We'll see what happens. West Coast Scotland. Lush. Good night. Well, good morning from campsite. It is 7:25. I think I was in bed at 9:30. Look at that. Okay, I need to face up. There has been a disaster. A disaster has occurred. And it occurred to me last night, the disaster. And it's about to unfold. You might be able to see there's more sea kayakers that came in last night. Their boats are over there. The problem that I've got, the disaster, I do not have any coffee. Oh! My God, no coffee. I've got hot chocolate, so it's hot chocolate this morning, but no coffee. God, can't believe it. I've got my hot chocolate here. I've got a pan here ready to cook up some of this lovely dry cured back bacon. Yum, yum. And it's all going to go on. I'm going to smash it all. Right, I have also got some bread. So I've managed to bring some tomato sauce and mayonnaise to put on all of this. So it's a BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato. I reckon we're good to go. Ooh. Last bit of tomato sauce and that bad boy is good to go. I'm going to enjoy it before it gets cold. Well, that's us done from campsite. So the tide's coming in. Green goddess is down there, all ready to go. The male goddess, don't know where that came from, is here ready to go. And I have had a fantastic night, absolutely stunning sunset. Few beers, 3 beers last night, quite pleased about that. Woke up at 7 o'clock, had my breakfast, and there's the campsite, so everything's all packed up. Leave no trace. I didn't have my fire last night. I decided not to. So there you go, that's what I'm leaving this morning. So I'm paddling and I'm sort of circumnavigating, following the coastline, handrailing the coastline all the way around there back to the car, about 5-6 k's. And I've got the gulls, the seals, and the gorgeous scenery to keep me occupied. Anyway, I'm going to pack this up, say farewell to my fellow campmates, and we're off ski. Kind of sad to go actually, but there'll be new adventures coming. Anyway, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. I'm just checking I've not left anything behind. No, we're all good. two seals over at about 10 o'clock, bobbing up and down to the right of the red buoy. Lovely. You're actually paddling in the sea and you're trying to do some filming. It plays havoc with the lens. Anyway, I'm about, well, I can see the get out of where I started the adventure. It's about maybe 800 or so metres away. A little bit of a breeze picked up. Sun's out. It's the Grand National Day. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Grand National Day today, which in the UK is a, well, I don't know much about horse racing, but I think it's a prestige horse racing event in England, and I've got a couple of horses on it. So's Karen. Not that we're gamblers. We just, every year when the Grand National comes around, we put a couple of bets on a few horses. So heading home for that. What a night, what a night. What a sunset. That's another adventure finished here on the west coast of Scotland off Moidart. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the whole experience. I had a fantastic time. It's great to get away, unwind, switch off and enjoy all this. It is nothing short of magnificent. Stay safe, see you in the next adventure. If you've liked this, think about giving it a thumbs up. I'd love that. Leave a comment and subscribe. Hasta luego.